King Charles in tears over Camilla's audacity against Prince William and shakes the monarchy in the great halls of Buckingham Palace, where tradition and duty intertwine with personal loyalty and sacrifice. A storm is brewing. King Charles II, known for his legendary calm and deep devotion to the crown, found himself caught in an emotional whirlwind following an unexpected gesture from Queen Camilla. The dynamics between King Charles, Prince William, and Camilla shifted dramatically, sparking conversations not only within the palace, but across the country and far beyond. King Charles's transition to the throne following Queen Elizabeth II's death was anything but peaceful. While the world celebrated a new chapter for the British monarchy, cracks began to appear. Behind the scenes, Prince William of Cambridge and the heir apparent has long been seen as the future of the monarchy, a stable figure ready to govern with modern sensibilities. However, Queen Camilla's growing influence and recent decisions have raised questions both within and outside the royal family. Insider reports suggest that tensions between Prince William and Queen Camilla had been simmering for months, but it was a series of strategic maneuvers by Camilla that brought the situation to a head. Sources close to the royal household say Camilla's decision to involve her ex-husband Andrew Parker Bowe in family matters has become a major point of contention. Parker Bowe, who has always maintained a civil relationship with Camilla over the years, remains a complex figure in the royal narrative. His presence at intimate gatherings reportedly unsettled Prince William and other senior members of the royal family, raising concerns. Questions about the limits of respecting decorum and the sanctity of royal traditions. Prince William was reported to have directly expressed his concerns to King Charles, stressing the importance of maintaining public trust and preserving the dignity of the monarchy. Yet Camilla remained firm, asserting her right to manage her personal affairs within her household. Camilla's invitation to Andrew Parker Bowe for a private family gathering at Sandringham marked a turning point. Traditionally, such gatherings are reserved for the closest members of the royal family, and the inclusion of Camilla's ex-husband caused concern throughout the palace. Observers noted that Prince William deliberately distanced himself from certain events after the invitation, demonstrating his behind-the-scenes disapproval. Sources speak of heated discussions and a clear division of opinion between King Charles and his son for the king. The situation posed an unbearable dilemma. Should he side with his wife, the woman he had supported for decades, or with her son, the future king? Queen Camilla has, over time, become an influential figure at court. Despite initial public resistance to her marriage to Charles, she has gradually gained the sympathy of some Britons thanks to her charitable commitment, particularly her fight against domestic violence and her support for initiatives promoting reading. However, Camilla's growing confidence and assurance in managing family dynamics have not escaped the notice of observers. Insiders say she has gradually asserted herself, going beyond the traditional boundaries expected of a queen who is torn between his deep love for Camilla and his loyalty to his son. King Charles is said to be overwhelmed by the emotional burden of this crisis for this man who waited decades before ascending the throne. The weight of leadership is growing heavier in the face of her inner conflicts. Public opinion is deeply divided over this controversy. Traditionalists believe Camilla's actions are part of the carefully preserved protocol of the monarchy, while others see it as the remaking of a modern royal family navigating complex personal histories. Social media is abuzz with hashtags of support, some for Camilla and others for Prince William. Globally, analysts note that this controversy risks overshadowing King Charles's broader agenda, including his commitment to the environment and his efforts to modernize the monarchy. Prince William, often seen as the firm hand of the royal family, is said to be deeply disappointed by the unfolding events. His commitment has preserved the image of a united and united monarchy. Cohesive is beset by trials and tribulations. Insiders suggest that William views Camilla's decisions not only as an affront to royal traditions, but also as a threat to public trust in the institution. It's no secret that Prince William and Camilla have never had the warmest relationship, and recent events have only widened the gap between them. For King Charles, the emotional strain of the situation is immense. Witnesses report that he has appeared visibly shaken during private meetings, and his close aides report a growing sense of isolation in the face of ongoing tensions. Charles has always been a deeply emotional and thoughtful, Man, his long-held dream of uniting his family under a common cause now seems increasingly distant. The burden of reconciling the opposing interests of his wife and son has plunged him into inner turmoil. This rift goes beyond a simple family dispute. It carries major implications for the future of the monarchy at a time when public confidence in royal traditions is already being tested by changing circumstances. Of societal values, any division at the top could prove harmful. Royal experts believe that the way the king handles this situation will define his reign. Will he prioritize family unity, or will he let personal relationships obscure his responsibilities as sovereign? To understand Camilla's actions, one must consider her unique position. For years, she faced intense public condemnation without ever wavering in her loyalty to King Charles. Today, as Queen Consort, Camilla undoubtedly feels more entitled to assert her voice. Those close to Camilla say these decisions were not made out of malice, but out of a desire to find her place and define her priorities within the royal family. However, the fallout from these actions illustrates the fragility of royal relationships and the thin line between personal desires and public duties. The question that everyone is wondering whether reconciliation is still possible. King Charles II is actively bridging the gap between Camilla and Prince William, but trust once broken is difficult to rebuild. Experts suggest the monarchy will need to present a united front to weather the storm. Private discussions, family interventions, and even the intervention of professional mediators could play a role in resolving these tensions. In the hushed corridors of Buckingham Palace, where history weighs on every stone and the fate of the kingdom is played out behind closed doors, a silent earthquake shakes the very foundations of the monarchy. King Charles II, a stoic monarch with a tormented soul, saw his legendary self-control shattered by the audacity of a queen who, against all odds, dared to challenge the heir to the crown. The British monarchy has endured war, scandal, and societal upheaval throughout its history, yet the current tensions between King Charles, Queen Camilla, and Prince William represent a deeply personal and unprecedented challenge. For King Charles, the path forward will require wisdom, emotional resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the common good. For Prince William, it will require patience and a willingness to find common ground. For Queen Camilla, this will involve reflecting on the consequences of these actions and their impact on the institution she now represents. As the world watches, one thing is certain: the future of the British monarchy hangs by a thread, and the decisions of the coming months will shape its legacy for future generations.